A year since King delivered his I Have a Dream speech from the steps of the Lincoln Memorial. And tonight, ahead of the MLK holiday, we went to examine what civil rights progress has been made since then and the work that remains. Kelisha joins us. She is the Chief Research Education and Programs Officer at the King Center in Atlanta. Great to have you on the show. First off, how important was it for President Biden to deliver this sermon today in that church?
It was critical. Thank you for having me, Pamela. First of all, it was critically important for President Biden to make remarks from Ebenezer Baptist Church. And as much as he is the president, he sets the tone for the nation and certainly continues to ensure that the United States has an optimal position in the world. And so it was absolutely significant and remarkable for the president to make those remarks today.
This past Friday, a group of D.C. public school students paid tribute by reading lines from the I Have a Dream speech at the exact spot where MLK delivered it. Let's listen.
No, 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 we are not satisfied, and we will not be satisfied until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream.
I am not unmindful that some of you have come here out of great trials and tribulations.
Some of you have come fresh from narrow jail cells.
And some of you have come from areas where your quest for freedom has left you battered by the storms of persecution and staggered by the winds of police brutality.
How do you think those words resonate with the younger generation?
They continue to resonate, and I'm so happy to hear those young people articulate the words of Dr. King. In fact, if we reflect back on the civil rights movement, we think about the Birmingham campaign, young people really provided the engine for the movement, if you will. We think about the founding of the King Center with Mrs. Coretta Scott King and her emphasis around education and training, which was designed, if you will, to empower a generation of change makers. It's part of the work that we continue to do at the King Center, empowering change makers through the power of nonviolence. So it's absolutely wonderful to hear those young people articulate those words.
A core concept in King's Dream speech is racial integration. I want to look at this. Here is a U.S. Census chart showing real median household income by race, 1967 to 2000. It shows blacks still at the bottom. Where are we as a society with that 60 years later after that speech?
Yeah, what I'll say is that there's still more work to be done, and Martin Luther King Jr.'s philosophy and methodology of nonviolence is central to this. Dr. King's ultimate vision, the crux of his vision, if you will, was the vision of the beloved community. And he saw nonviolence as the prism through which, or the pathway through which we would arrive at the beloved community. So it continues to, so nonviolence really is central to the change that we want to see in our society. It's significant for policy reform and significant for policy reform at all levels.
What do you think he would say as he looks at society today in terms of the progress that still needs to be made?
Yeah, I think Dr. King would reflect gingerly on the progress that we've made. I think a quote from Mrs. Coretta Scott King is most appropriate here. Mrs. King said that freedom is never really won, that struggle is a never ending process, that you earn it and you win it in every generation. And so there's redemption in the struggle. So I think Dr. King would still look on the current moment and appreciate the changes that have been made, but also understand that there's still more to be done. And again, empowering people to make that change. The theme of the King holiday this year, as set by the King Center, is "It Starts With Me," and that's an important concept because it suggests that the work of justice, right, the eradication of the triple evils that Dr. King talked about, racism, poverty, and war, that those things cannot be delegated elsewhere. But if we absorb the notion that it starts with me, that helps us to know that we have a responsibility in all of this.
That's well said. Dr. Kelisha, thank you so much.